Let's go. Skillionaire here. I want to showcase you this game that I've absolutely fallen in love with. I know some of you might have played this game in the past. That's what my friends always tell me when I say like, you should try this game, jump on, it's so much fun. They always say, I tried that when it came out, it wasn't very good, it was buggy, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. And all that stuff is probably true. I don't know. I wasn't around back then, but I'm around now, and I can tell you that this game really feels like it's in a golden age. I'm flicking through some factions for you, for those of you unfamiliar. As you can see, there is a fair amount of variety at the moment. I'm sure they'll add more. But the really key thing to bear in mind in this game is that, unlike previous Age of Empires games, like maybe everyone's familiar with Age of Empires 2, right? There's loads of factions to choose from, but they're kind of the same. A little research here, a little unit there, and a minimal difference. In this game, like, it's mostly visual, if that's what I'm trying to say. In this game, it actually is substantially different which one you select. It really is. They make huge differences. I think it's like really small, intelligent tweaks can completely change how the game, how the faction plays. You can try and play it in another way. You can try and fit it into another mold, but they excel at particular things. So that's how you see them play, if that makes sense. You can see they've also very conveniently given us a difficulty rating next to each civ, which really helps for new players like myself. I've been playing a lot of English because apparently every new player plays English, whether you're English or not. But for me, I have an excuse. I love them. But there's also French, which is a 1-star civ, which my mate is playing, and we're going to try and queue into 2v2s with these two civs and see what we can do. I think there is one more 1-star in the DLC, which I'm definitely going to buy, by the way. Totally worth it for the sounds of it, and I'm really enjoying it so far, so why not? But this is a sub-faction of this faction, and they do sub-factions. There's currently 1, 2, 3, 4 sub-factions, which seems to be based around popular people during the time period, or at some point during the time period. I'm not here to talk to you about specifics on this stuff. That's not what this is about. I'm more just here to sort of showcase you, just build some hype and showcase you the game a little bit. I mean, look at this. Depending on which faction you choose, it actually changes the background music and stuff. Like, little really nice, like, shall we say, AAA touches, right? I know AAA is going to get a bad rep nowadays because of how many broken games they release. But at the moment, this game is fixed. Relic has done a fantastic job. I mean, listen to how, like, just the sound design in this game is amazing. You'll find out the more I showcase, but it's just awesome. So let me show you English, because honestly it's the only one I know how to properly play at the moment. I did play the Russia campaign, so at least I know that one. Should we go against some intermediate AI so they're nice and they're polite to me? In fact, why don't we just grab a bit of everyone? Yeah, should you just grab I don't think I can fit everyone into one game because there's so many, but let me grab the ones that I have unlocked, and then we can fly into it. Let's fit some Malians in there. Cool. Let's go. So before I jump into, so I'm jumping into a skirmish game now, but there is a fully fledged campaign, and there's AI, as you can see, is fully functional as well. So for those of you who are less competitive, a little bit like myself, but maybe you're even less competitive and you just don't like playing against other human players, there is so much fun to be had single player in this game. It really is. The campaign is truly incredible. 10 out of 10. And even the DLC one has received a bit of flack because they changed like the style of it. They start to use animation. I hear it's still really fun to play. So like I said, I'm still buying that as well. I'm going to give it a go. What else can I talk to you about? You're about to see some visual beauty, some audio beauty, but there is strategic depth to this game as well. Again, I'm not best to comment on that. I'm a noob, but I will be streaming my first ranked game for anyone interested. Just a bit of a test this video to see if my computer can do it. But yeah, and I'm really excited to sort of dive in and just check out the 1v1 scene and stuff. I've been playing a few team games at the moment, and of course against the AI, and yeah, I'm really excited. I hear that most players in the lower ranks play the 1-star civs for obvious reasons, because 1-star is the lowest difficulty, which means the easiest for noobs like us to jump into it. So I suspect it's going to be a lot of English versus English, which is kind of a downside to the star system, isn't it? I mean, it doesn't encourage as much diversity at the very bottom ranks. But probably, I imagine, as you go up, there's a lot more fun to be had there. All right then. So I'm going to take it nice and slow. Oh look, I'm in a team. I didn't realize I was going to be in a team. Thought it was going to be free for all. There you go. So you've got the town hall, of course, and you've got your villagers. You got your sheep. I mean, you know what? This wasn't meant to be a tutorial, so let me just sort of walk around. You can look at the game for yourself. So there's deer here to be hunted. Let's get some guys and sheep. Let's build. Check out the hotkeys. Look how slick the hotkeys are. Press Q to open up this menu here, and then I press W to build whatever I'm trying to build. It's awesome, isn't it? You send your scout around, obviously, like any RTS game, to reveal the fog of war. But in this game, you can also pick up sheep along the way. Check it. And look how you heard some sheep. Look how they follow you. It's so cute. I absolutely love it. And of course, that's very useful because it's a food source in this game. And so on and so forth. And like, remember I mentioned that each faction is quite different. So England is actually really good with farms. So I actually need to do this a little bit less than others, but of course it's still free food, so it's still useful. You always want to be queuing workers like any RTS game, but that's not what this, that's not what it's about. So check out how the town hall has like this sort of grassy area around it. That's what I absolutely love in this game. You have like you can build something, and I can still build over it, right? So Q for a house, I can still build over it. It's purely visual, don't worry about it. You don't have to like learn all this extra stuff, but it just looks awesome. Like, check it out. Oh, one more incredible thing. I was talking about sound, right? The voice lines at the moment, they're speaking English, right? But they're speaking English from the Dark Ages. As I tech up, they will speak English from the Feudal Age, and then the Castle Age, and then the Imperial Age. I mean, talk about attention to detail. That's amazing. See, look, this house has got a little garden and stuff. It's cool. It's just visual. You can build over it, no problem. But I like to build pretty bases, so at the moment I'm just like, oh, I don't want to ruin the beautiful aesthetic kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, that attention to detail is incredible. If you think about it, that's like having to record every Civ's voice lines like 4 times. You're going from ye old English to Middle English, I don't think it ever reaches modern just because of the time period. The game does sort of end at like, year 1500 or whatever. But yeah, so it's cool. It's very awesome to see this kind of touches. Like another way they do really good touches, if you like the Muslim factions, they can't hunt boar, pigs, for hopefully it's obvious reason for people listening. But I think that's a really nice attention to detail, and the way they balance it is that they get more food from berries. So don't worry guys, the game is balanced. They do release balanced patches every now and again, and it's pretty cool to see those regular updates, especially because this is not Relic's flagship game. Company of Heroes is, and I hear that one's not doing so great, so hopefully they won't divert too much attention from that one from this one to that one. But yeah, and then of course you got your gold and stone mines if you're wondering what these things are, because that's the resources of this game. You got relics. If you would like some kind of intro video about the mechanics, feel free to let me know. But yeah, I kind of wanted to show you formations a bit, but I need troops to show you formations. So maybe I can build. Maybe I can stop going on food, and I can build you a barracks. Oh, we still need more woods. It's going to be soon, I think. In the meantime, let's go look at our allies, yeah? So, what's this guy got? We got the Chinese guy. Oh, that's really cool. The style footprints there. I've never seen that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played that many factions yet. I played the Russia campaign. I played the English, and now I'm playing through the French campaign. And I know there's a Mongolian campaign afterwards as well. And in single play, in like multiplayer, I've just been playing English because it's the one that I know the most, and also the one that I like the most. Look at the Malians; they're pretty cool. Okay, mine. So there's so much like flavor to these factions. It's so cool to see. I got the French here. They look like us, isn't it? They're quite similar. Yeah, alright, let's build that barracks so I can start making those troops. So English have access to man-at-arms in the Dark Age. I'm not sure if that's a viable strategy to build myself, because I think you'd rather just age up and they cost the same resources. But again, for the sake of this video, also I love that the scout does that. Like that whistle is the scout actually. Oh, I don't have a hotkey on him. I wonder if damn it, where'd he go? There he is. Did he? Yeah. When they spot someone, they actually like whistle and yell to you, which is really quite useful. Actually, you're like, oh, the scout's found someone, right? So if I give him a hotkey, I can know where he's at. Yeah. So let's get some man-at-arms out here. So I can show you the formations, because I just think that's a really cool touch as well. And it's not just for show, right? It's not just like, oh, it looks pretty. They actually have usefulness, like strategic usefulness in game, which is awesome to see. All right. So he's only one dude, but when he gets more bros, oh, someone's under attack, I think. Oh, what's this faction? Oh, it's the Mongolians. So I hear the Mongolians can pack up their buildings and move around, which is really cool. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's not super strategically viable though, but you know, that doesn't mean it ain't cool. And maybe you'll receive some kind of buff in the future. Alright, sorry guys, maybe I should use cheats or something. I don't actually know any of the codes. Oh, there we go. Found someone. Okay, screw it, I'll just do it with what I got, yeah? So you got line formation, where you can set them up obviously in a line, which is really cool, and it's good for like your archers. You can do like some kind of wedge formation, where they sort of turn into like a isosceles triangle sort of thing. You got scatter, so they can keep like a good space between them, in case they're getting shot with like those, you know, those siege units that have like a bunch of rocks and they throw them at your dudes. So it's all quite short. You can even do stand ground, so like stop moving, which is more useful than you think. If you stand ground, it stops them from chasing like horsemen and stuff. Oh, speaking of which, in this game it does use like a kind of rock paper scissors system, where you can the spearmen beat the horsemen, and the horsemen beat the archers, and the archers sort of beat the spearmen and stuff. So it's quite easy to work with. But there's like a much larger grid that maybe I'll flash on the screen now if I can figure out how to edit videos. And I'm not sure how like accurate it is and stuff. I hear it doesn't take economy into account, which means you can't like really rely on it. But you know what? If you're a noob like me, it's pretty damn useful. Like it's better than starting with nothing. And yeah. Anyway, I think I've demonstrated all I wanted to demonstrate. I think it's just starting to drag on now. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. You know, it really helps me a lot. As you can see, I'm a tiny channel. And like I said, I'm planning to do some more of the stuff, and I plan to stream my first ranked game. So if you want to see me fumble around like Bambi, let me know. Let me know. Feel free to let me know in the comments, but also subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyway, peace out, guys. Catch you in the next one.